banger for y'all, man. And as y'all can tell by the title and as my intro, we got this Springfield Echelon, man. Springfield Echelon got the 4.0c, and this is the compensated version. It's not the regular degular. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm super excited about this unboxing. I'm gonna be honest, I have shot the Echelon before, but not the comp. So I shot the 4.0c, the regular one without the comp, and I liked it. Shout out my boy Dylan. It's kind of, he made me want to get my own Echelon. I ain't even gonna lie. So shout out Dylan. He the reason why this video is coming right now. But man, I'm super excited. I just really want to go and dive into it. As y'all can tell, they gave us this nice Springfield Echelon box. I mean, that's Springfield Echelon, Springfield Armory box. Real nice, black, got the logo right there. You open it up, this is kind of what you presented with. And it's like the same thing, same layout as my Springfield project that I got. Springfield Armory logo at the top. Defend your legacy. Springfield Armory takes great pride in forging superior firearms, providing the tools necessary to defend individuals' freedoms and equality for those who embrace the rights and principles secured by our founding fathers. Blase. Read that if you want to. But now we got the bag. This is what we here for right here. So we're gonna sit this to the side for a second, get through the nitty gritty small things. But you get a Springfield Armory envelope. You got this accessories tab. This is what you got. Everything just kind of falling apart. But this is the 18 round mag that comes with the Springfield Echelon. Got some nice grip texturing on that. I like that. It's aggressive. This is a speed reloader. I don't use these. I'm a grown man, but I need to start to. I'll probably save more time at the range. But it don't take me that long to really load up bullets. But we got that. You got two interchangeable back plates. Change your grip on those. So you do have those interchangeable back plates if you want to change it out. Nice little Springfield Armory lock. Very nice. Look superior. You have an extra base plate. An extra base plate there. And some RMR and SRO screws. And I don't quite know what that is. Y'all tell me what that is in the comments, but I look like it's something to go with a magazine probably. Let's go and dig to what y'all here for. Let's see what's in this bag. Ooh. And here that baby go right here. Ooh wee bee. It's a Springfield Armory Echelon. This is the 4.0 inch barrel with the compensator. Again, with the compensated barrel and the compensated slide. But this thing pretty, y'all. This thing look real aggressive. I love the texture on this thing, y'all. Feel real good in the hand. As people say, y'all, the Springfield Echelon is the Glock Buster. That's what they call it. That's the nickname. Ain't what I call it. Y'all see what I got on. I did hit the range today, and that's when my FFL dealer called me right after I left the range and said that this thing was ready. But you know we're gonna go back to the range. We're gonna get some range footage for y'all. Y'all already know how I get down, but let's get into some of the specs of this Springfield Echelon, y'all. This thing is purdy and aggressive. All right, y'all, I didn't mention it before, but the Springfield Echelon is chambered in 9mm. It features a 4-inch barrel, hammer forged steel on that barrel. Barrel has a melanite finish on it. As y'all can see, there's like a little darker black. The slide is billet machine and also has a melanite finish on the slide. The compensator that features on this weapon on the barrel and on the slide is an integral compensator. What it's doing when you're shooting the firearm is pushing the gas up as you shoot to keep the gun down instead of not having a compensator. So that's the purpose of a compensator, to manage recoil. And it's gonna be shooting that gas up from the compensator to create more flatter shots, more quicker follow-up. Basically is what a compensator is for. So that's why I wanted to go with that version. Again, the trigger on this gun is 4 pounds, 8 ounces, slightly lighter than the Glock. They call it the Glock Buster, but as y'all can see, it's not much take up. I don't know, I'm liking it so far. Tell me what you think about that trigger in the comments. The optic system that the Springfield Echelon features is the VIS system. It stands for Variable Interface System, and it's basically Springfield Armory's a version of the directly mounted fitted that Glock just made with the Gen 6. But Echelon has been doing it, and what it's doing is allowing you to directly mount your optic on the gun instead of having that space in between the optic. I do have me a Osight coming for my build. Osight in a Streamlight TLR 7X. Without flagging myself, this is the iron sights that come on the Springfield Echelon. It has a tritium luminescent front dot, and then these are the rear sights that they have for the Springfield Echelon. I like it right out the box. It's pretty nice. Again, this thing real slim around the hand grip. They also have that room for you, room for your finger to go up under the trigger guard so you can get a real good grip on the gun, which I do love. Again, the Gen 6 Glocks kind of mimic that when they dropped the Gen 6, but hey, Glock's still the bar, as y'all can tell by my shirt. But again, one thing I do like about this Echelon is the ducktail ain't too far out. It kind of has a ducktail, but it's not a huge difference on the ducktail, kind of how Glock did with the new Gen 6. They got a large ducktail. Let me put this down. This Glock 19 Gen 6 is clear. I do got the Gen 6 to compare. As y'all can see, this is the ducktail for the Gen 6 Glock 19. And it's kind of like, it has a ducktail, but not quite. And which I like when Glock had the option. So I'm gonna give Echelon the plus on this one. But it's just the 19 to compare, because they say the Springfield Echelon 4.0 compared to a Glock 19. So we can put it close together. Very similar in every aspect to me. Again, very comparable. We're gonna take it to the range though. I guess I will say that the Springfield Echelon is a little bit slimmer, slightly slimmer. I don't know if that's just how I'm looking at it right now. I could be wrong, but it looks slimmer to me. I do love how many serrations that Springfield Exhelon have around their gun. It's real aggressive up here. And they also kind of got it up here, it's back here as well, and on the top of the MOS plate. You do have a Springfield Armory logo right there, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to shoot this gun, y'all. It also does come with a 15-round mag, so that's enough talking. I know y'all said, WillGotFie, you didn't talk enough. Please go to the range, shoot that thing. So that's what we're about to do. We're about to take this Springfield Echelon to the range, and let's go hit some steel, man. All right, y'all, we at the range. I do have my Echelon right here. The only difference is we got a sight. This is the Osight C. I got a green dot. What is it, a 2 MOA dot with a circle as well. But we're finna test this out, see if it's zero right out of the box. I'm excited to shoot this Springfield Echelon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load it up, and we're just gonna start hitting some steel. I got 10 loaded up. Let's see what we can do. Right out the box. Oh my gosh. Y'all. First off, this Osight zeroed in right out the box. I ain't had to zero it in myself with a bore sight or nothing. But this Echelon shoots super flat. Man, let me get some more shots in. This Echelon feels so good in the hand. Let's see. No, what they call this? Do they call this the clock killer? Is that the reason why they call this a clock killer? This compensator is definitely pushing the gun back down. The recoil is light. I mean, it's way less recoil than I was expecting to come out of this gun with this shorter barrel. It really feels similar to my Canic, my TTI, my full-size Canic TTI combat smoke. But and I shot the Echelon before. My buddy, I definitely want to do a regular Echelon versus a comp Echelon, because you could definitely feel the difference in this comp. Let's hit some more steel. Like, what we talking about? We here to see gun work. Falling and just jumped up my list and one of my favorite guns. This thing right here, nice, y'all. This Echelon 4.0 comp. This thing is nice. I have a Hellhound holster on the way coming from my Springfield Echelon. I also have a Streamlight. My build ain't done. I also got some things coming from Springer Precisions. They sent me some things just to kind of test out for them. And again, I really appreciate that. I appreciate them trusting me with their product. And I'm gonna make sure I do it justice with this Echelon. She clip. You know that this 4.8 pound trigger is slightly lighter than the Glock trigger, but I've been shooting Glocks for a minute. You could definitely tell the difference. This trigger is super light. This comp on the barrel and the slide, making it shoot super flat. I love the grip that this gun have, and I love the texture. It's aggressive, but it's not too aggressive. And I love the Gen 6 Glock grip texture. But when I'm feeling this one, I think this is kind of that sweet spot. I think that Glock Gen 6 stippling is a little bit more aggressive, and I like it, I love it, but this is kind of that sweet spot. I never had a Hellcat Pro, but I ain't gonna lie, how this feeling, I may go get me a Hellcat Pro. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want me to go grab a Hellcat Pro. Osight C. They got 3 different reticles. You got a 2 MOA dot, you got just a circle, and you got the 2 MOA dot inside a circle, green dot, flagging, but it's clear. Y'all clearly see it's clear. I'm just trying to show y'all that dot. Let's see what we can do. That baby getting hot. I love this gun. I don't think I made a video yet where I said I just hate a gun, but look, I love the Springfield Echelon. Again, it's a 4.0 comp with the compensator. Is it a Glock killer? Y'all tell me in the comments, do y'all think the Springfield Echelon is a Glock killer? Because from what I'm gonna say, I gave it a 10. I gave that Glock 19 Gen 6 a 9.5. This gun is a 10, y'all. Look, if y'all don't have a Springfield Echelon, go get y'all a Springfield Echelon. This thing is nice, and she hot, y'all. She hot, but she hot. She hot, but she hot. You feel me? But anyways, again, I'm gonna give this gun a 10, y'all. I love the grip. I love the ergonomics around this gun. I love how high I can get my finger up under the trigger guard. They got like a high trigger guard up here. I don't know if y'all can tell. So I can get a real good grip and get under the gun. It looks good. It come with a comp. Now I will say, the Glock 19 Gen 6 isn't compensated. This one is. So this probably will give it an edge as well. Shoots real flat. Trigger real light. It's a 4.8 pound trigger. This thing is nice. You got your serrations on the front of the slide and the back of the slide, and they real aggressive. It's real grippy. These serrations are real grippy. You know, if you want to do your cool rack, cool gun, cool slide check, whatever, it's grippy. You're gonna do it on this. The mag release, I barely got to touch it and it dropped. I feel like this one thing that they mess up on the Gen 6 as well compared to the Gen 5 and the 4. That mag release is sticky, but that thing is dropping. Like, I'm barely hitting this button, and I love that. So, again, this Springfield Echelon is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna let that be the end of this video, y'all. I'm tired, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sick. And I feel it as I'm out here more, but let me know what y'all think about the Springfield Echelon. Put it in the comments below. Let me know if you want to get one, if you don't want to get one. If you think it's a Glock killer, let me know in the comments. Is the Springfield Echelon a Glock killer? I gave it a 10. I gave the Glock 19 Gen 6 a 9.5. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what videos y'all want to see. But anyways, I'm out. I got one question for y'all though. You got fire?